I go to church today, and for some reason it's so crazy, because like when I go to church and you've been thinking about something for a whole week or for a month, whatever it is, and you go to church, and then he talks literally about what you're feeling. So today he opened a book. It was James. He talked about trials and tribulations, right? And the first thing that says in it is, I'm pull it up real quick. The three things that it says in James, literally, now I'll read it to y'all right now. And this is for all the people that, again, it don't matter if you're, listen, when I do these Sunday streams, I talk about, I don't just talk, but the Big Ten, appreciate you, Blind Rigger, appreciate you. I don't really talk about the Bible. I don't talk about the Quran. I don't talk about certain books. I just talk about experiences that I learned and what my past saying. It's just like real life stuff, right? So he's talking about trials and tribulation, how a lot of the things comes down to three things in James, right? It says and this is just in life in general, right? It says be slow to speak, always be slow to speak, be slow to anger, right? And then he was also talking about revenge. You shouldn't be having revenge. That's God. That's God who should do that. God should be in control of that. You shouldn't be out here trying to seek revenge or trying to do this, because it'll just all backtrack on you. It literally says, let God handle it and he will handle it for you. That's it. You know, that's literally it. And like I said, back to what I was backtracking on, why I'm telling y'all all this right here is because a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff all the time, which is normal. We're all human, right? And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of my like, look right here, there's this comment right here. I'm gonna just read it out because I don't really care, to be honest. I've never really done it, but I'm gonna read it out to make sure I come from. So there's one comment right now in the chat says, man, last streams was so bad, you need to upgrade your content, right? So for example, I've been going at this for a year and a half now almost, right? Straight at it, like every single day. And we also gotta understand that there is never gonna be an everyday thing of people being up all the time, right? That's not how it works. That's not how this world works. You can have a normal job. You're gonna have down days. You're gonna have down weeks. You can have down months, right? It's all about how you respond to it, though, and it's all about how you do it. Now, the difference is that I can't hide. I can't just go into hide. Never. I can never just go into hide. I can never do that. I never will either. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the difference about it. I can't go off my work, quote unquote. I can't go off when you know what? One thing that was super different to me in my life when I was working, quote unquote, a normal job, was that I could get off the job, but all the feelings I felt at the job right there, I could keep it right there. I could keep it right there for 8 hours straight, and I would go home and I would go to bed and I would look up in the sky with my headphones in, listen to some music, and I would just sit there and look like this and just start thinking. But you can release that. Think of the Big Five, appreciate you. You can release that, right? So it means that you can leave your work where it's at, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? This right here is very different. And yes, for about a week and a half straight now, I personally know I haven't done anything at all, pretty much my content. I haven't really done as much as I can. I haven't really fulfilled everything I can, but I also tell y'all why 100%, because there's no need for me to sit here and tell y'all a certain thing when it's not. You know what I mean? Whenever it is, I've always since I came up, people's always been watching me because it's relatable. Like always, it's always been relatable, right? Like people has relate to me no matter where I am, who I am, where I come from, this, that, and the other, right? So, do you normally do this? Don't worry. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, every Sunday. And it's so funny how you get bigger and you get to a certain point, but not only will you get more positivity, but you'll also get the other side of things, which is very dark. There's a lot of people in this world that has a lot of negativity. There's a lot of people in this world that sit behind the screen and type out negativity. That's all they do. But you also got to understand that 90% is positive, but the positive people will only sit and watch, because why would they comment something about that? Why would they be like, yo, love you, bro, this, that, and they don't need to do that, because that's how this world is supposed to be ran. That's how God made us. God made us to be positive. God made us to be nice. God made us to have love for other people. So seeing that is obviously going to be frustrating. And it's never, ever been frustrating for me, ever, because I've never, ever had... whenever I've had a down period, I've still been doing good mentally. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be honest with y'all, which I always am, and that's why I do these Sunday streams, because there's no character, there's no fakeness, there's no nothing, and I don't care how many people's watching, who's not. That's not what I do these streams for. Y'all know that. Y'all do this to preach God's word, and that's it. Like I said, it's been probably these 2 past weeks. It's been very how do I explain it? Let me ask y'all this. Have y'all ever felt this feeling of you're just very numb? Like you're just numb. That's it. You're not even down, you're not up, you're not like, you don't really have like, you know what I'm saying? You're just very like, you're just like, okay, like that's your feeling. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know if anyone's in that right now or have been or not, but that's what I'm in right now. I'm in that type of space, and it's been like this for I'll say the past, like, honestly, since that happened in Miami. It kind of just like threw me off. I try to like stay, I try to stay good and try to stay out of it, but I'm gonna be honest, I never really dealt with something like that before, to be honest. So like, it's all very new to me. Thank you, God. Thank you for all the blessings. But my family's always been very healthy and very, very safe and very, you know what I'm saying, like that. So it's like, at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, while that happened throughout the days, I kind of lost myself a little bit, and I feel like I'm losing myself a little bit because, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why, which I spoke about in the last stream. I feel like I'm losing myself a little bit because I'm not right here. I haven't missed reading this book. I haven't missed praying. I haven't done all of that in like so long. You don't even understand. Not one time. And I've been even more at it. But I literally got to a point where I would like, the other day I went to sleep and I was so tired that I literally just like put my head down for a second. I was like, yeah, I'll pray in 5 minutes before I go to bed. And boom, I woke up and I didn't even pray that night. And something small like that for people who maybe don't have a belief or don't believe in God, which is fine, by the way, wouldn't understand that. But for me, I wake up and it gives me so much anxiety. It gives me so much anxiety, and I just, it's a sign for me that I'm just like, man, I don't want to sit here and like just be too overly honest, because I feel like I'm very, very private when it comes to like the off-stream life. But it's like, bro, I don't know. There's this feeling I can't, bro. I can't explain it. It's like, I really can't explain it, bro. I've talked to people. It's like, I can't explain it. I just feel like I'm just not there right now. Like, I'm not there at all. Like, I'm talking like at all. Like, it's to the point where I don't want to do nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. And it's not depression. It's not, I don't believe in none of that shit. Like, to be honest, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? It's probably a real thing. You can be sad, you can be down, but it's, for me, it's when I lose touch with God a little bit. That's my thing. It's not overwhelmed. It's not none of that. It's nothing. It's losing touch with God a little bit. It's like, I feel like I'm fading away a little bit. And then like, as soon as I get back with it and like build my relationship up, it's like almost like that's the Father. You know what I'm saying? That's my Father. So it's almost like your real Father on earth, when you don't call him, maybe you used to call him every day of the week. Now you only call him once or twice. Now you only talk to him once or twice a week. So slowly but surely, you go down and you're like, damn, why do I feel a little lost right now? If you understand what I'm talking about. And it's happened to me before. Actually, it's happened to me a lot before, because the one thing about me always in my whole life has always been very like, it's been super up and super down. It's been super up and super down, right? Now, slowly but surely throughout the years, I'm starting to get more into the word. That super up and super down has become like this instead. Instead of like this, it's became like this. Now, it's still ups and down, but it's to the point where you just got to find a balance. Now, I'm talking to everybody about this because there's probably a lot of people that go through this. There's probably a lot of people that go through the ups and downs. Obviously, right? We're just human.